Guys, it's your boy Krptic, back with another video. So I just thought of something. Maybe you guys might actually be producers or aspiring producers. I decided to create this series to help you. I'm gonna give you a disclaimer right now. I am no expert, so if I miss a couple of things, just drop a question in the comments. I'll probably answer it in the next video, or even right there. Don't be afraid to ask anything. Step 1, find a sample that is definitely not stolen and you paid for, and because you have thousands.
It's just a little samba built upon a single note.
Alright, now what you want to do? Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave the link in the description. It's a website that allows you to basically just rip any MP3 that you want, asterisks on any, but it's literally just called anything to MP3. So all you gotta do is copy the link of whatever video that you're trying to take and paste it into the next bar in the next tab that you have. You gotta wait for it to load, and then you download it, which I'm not gonna do because I already have. What you want to do is you want to pop it into SliceX.
This is just a little samba.
And then you want to find the spots that you like, of course. I already have mine picked out, so.
Better play your single note.
Now you're probably wondering what these lines are, these markers. They're here to allow the SliceX to work when in the pattern form. Of course you can name these markers, but I didn't do that because it would be too many to name, and yeah. Like this. Also, if you want to pitch change anything, you can scale it up or down with this. Yep, not doing that. Now, to set the markers, what you want to do is you want to count it out. It's a 4 count for usually every sample. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. This is how it would go along with the sample. And that's what every marker is marking. Of course, sometimes you need to double mark right in the middle because sometimes the sample won't line up otherwise. So it helps that way. You figure it out, but that's the basics of SliceX. Now that you're done, begin on your pattern. This is what I came up with. It's important to mention also that you're gonna need packs. Not a lot of them, just something to get by on until you get a little bit better, and then you can learn to use other sounds. I use Cosmic Sounds, then I went down to Life of Pablo drum kit. So that's what I use for this. The basics of how to lay down the actual drums, because of course it takes time to remember that. You got a new kit or whatever, you took the sounds, you dropped it in there, boom, there you go. And you can click around. Now start coming up with what you feel sounds good. So it's all about what you feel sounds good, of course. Since music is basically all subjective. The way you lay down the kick sounds is usually like a rule to it. That you don't always have to follow. You can go outside the lines to make it sound a little different, spice things up, but the usual rule is if you're going to place the first one, right, you're going to want to place the second one, of course, if you want a certain type of a hard beat, over here to the fourth count on the pattern grid or whatever. So it gives this effect, a drop in the sound to allow the sample to play or whatever other sounds you have in the middle, and then it comes back to the kick again to give it that punch. But of course the tempo is too slow, so it wouldn't work out that way. So what I would usually do for a tempo this slow is I would give it like a double kick in the beginning. Now you're probably seeing where I'm placing this. If you're gonna do the beginning double kick, you can basically place in the first four in the grid. You can basically place it anywhere. It could be here, anywhere, and it'd still work out. But in the second one, no matter where you place these, it's always going to work out in these two. Here, mostly the third in the grid of all the, I don't even know the technical term for it, but you know what I mean. And it'll always work out again with these two. And then again with the last one, it could be any of these. What you need to know about trap beats, it's usually either these right here, right? That'll work for the type of beat you're making, or it's the middle one. Now it depends on the tempo and the type of track that you're going for, of course. And again, just do what you think sounds good. But yeah, it's always these lines. If you're gonna put any type of snare sound down, it's always gonna be these lines. And if it's these two, it's never the middle one. If it's the middle one, it's never these two, because it just won't sound good. Like so. But yeah, it's very basic. You've got your sample chop, right, and you got your drum. You want to create the drop, the part that's, you know, that all the rappers are going to be rapping on, the part that you want to be feeling, the part that you want everybody else to be feeling, the signature part. You probably want to change up your pattern a little bit, maybe remove some sounds to make it more simplistic, so when the actual drop does come, it gives it more kick. It's basically the same thing, except you're adding a little bit more bass. So you just added it in. Now you want to click on the actual name of it, and you'll see the little wave file. Click on it, it'll play. You want to go over to this little wrench icon over here, or if you have a different version, it's probably something else. Click cut self and click porta. It'll make the note slide on its own, kind of thing. Cut self basically just cuts the 808s, this way they're not overlapping each other. You don't want that. You don't want that in your sound. This is what I came up with. Yeah, but that's basically it. And this is the final product.
Psych! That's the wrong number!